Hi, I would like to show you how I earned hundreds of dollars playing a game. You're certainly wondering how this is possible, and I show you how it will be possible for you as well. So, a couple of weeks ago, rather a couple of months ago, I started to play Splinterlands. At the time, it was called Steam Monsters, and it is a game, a card game that is run upon the Steem blockchain. And this game is very interesting. For a person who tested all the online Dapps games available, he came out that for him the Steem Monster game was the best overall D game. If you check the state of Dapps, you find Steem Monsters in 4th place, all blockchains confounded, which is very interesting. You have about 2,600 users within 24 hours, and a lot of money is transferred around. Check that out, $30,000. So it is a game that really allows you to earn money. I show you the different ways that you can earn money playing the game. First, let me explain how the game works. You have a certain amount of cards. These cards all have value. You have different types of cards, alphabet. I don't go into the detail. The principle is very simple. You have the cards, the monster cards and the summoner cards. Summoner cards are there, they're like your coaches, if you so want, and according to the level you can have a certain amount of cards that are upgraded from different splinters. There are different splinters, and when you play a game you have to compose your set of cards, your deck, and the opponent does the same, and then there's a winner at the end of the game. Each game has a certain set of rules, and I just replay a game that I played so that you have an idea how it works. So this rule set here was broken arrows. Okay, it means that you can't use monsters that use the arrows, and you get 2 minutes to create your team, the opponent as well, and I have chosen this summoner, like I said, a coach, and my opponent has chosen this one. Each summoner has a certain capacity. For example, this one gives one melee attack supplementary, and this one takes 1 melee attack away from the opponent team. So actually it's a 0 game, and then the game starts and you have to do nothing. Once you have created your set, your deck, you play the game and everything goes automatically, and there will be one winner. I just forward quite fast. I don't want to explain everything, just to give you an idea how the game works. So there are different powers that are used, and each card, according to the speed and the attack, attacks in a certain order and has a certain damage upon a certain field. So it seems a bit complicated at first, but once you understand the different things, then it's actually quite funny to play it. And also you have tons of different strategical possibilities to create the best deck according to the set rules and the mana cap. It's the number of points that you can use. Each monster has a certain amount of points called mana, and once you have used to create your deck, you're allowed to use such an amount of mana for this game, for example. And you see, I won this game. I earned 10 rating points, which is interesting. This allows me to go further in the ranking, and I also won 115 what is called DEC. DEC is dark energy crystals, and it's the in-game token. And the interesting thing about this token is that you can sell it. You can use it to buy cards. You can use it to increase your guilds. You can use it to get potions, to get better cards. So to get these decks is one income source that you have. And you saw in one game I earned 100 deck, and according to about today's price, 100 deck is 10 cents for one single game. Okay, not bad. I have 10,000 deck here, and this is worth $10. So it took me a couple of days to collect that. But what I have to say is also is that my deck is not a beginner's deck. I am quite advanced, so for beginners it takes more time, and definitely you earn less while playing winning games. You earn deck when you win, and there are several factors that contribute to the amount of deck that you win, and I won't go into the details either. The second thing that you can do is you can play the daily quest. The daily quest is a kind of mission that you get, and it is a splinter is defined, the fire splinter for today. You have one chance to change the splinter if you're not happy with it, but only one. And you have to win 5 ranked battles with this fire splinter. If you manage to do that, you get free cards, okay? And each of these cards has a certain value. These reward cards are given according to your rank, okay? So for example, I'm now in Gold League 2. It's the beginning of the season, so normally you tend to go up. And in Gold League 2, I get 26 cards at the end of the season, but I get every day, I don't remember how many cards I get at the end when I finish the quest. I think it's 5 cards, but according to the level you have, the more cards you get for finishing your quest, and the more cards, I get 26 cards at the end of the season. After a season lasts 15 days most of the time. So these cards then can be exchanged. They can be like put together to create a card that has higher capacities. If let's just take a simple card, this is an alpha card, and when you have the stats of the card, you have the levels and the according capacities of the card. So a level 1 card is one single card. If you want to upgrade your card, you need 2 of these cards, and your capacities of the card are increasing, and accordingly you have to have a bigger, more competent summoner, let's say coach, to be able to play these cards. And also according to your league you can play more powerful cards. But you see, to be able to upgrade it to the max, you need 379 cards, which is quite amazing, but also the capacities of these cards are increasing tremendously. If I want, for example, to sell this card, the price of today is 13 cents. No, this actually is when I want to buy, but the value of the cheapest card that is proposed is 13 cents, which is not bad either. But if you want to have a single card, it's 30 cents. These are compiled cards. You see, there's a card you can buy at 10 level, $75. Let's go into these cards a little bit more, and I go to the market here, and the marketplace, when you go, for example, to gold cards, and you can choose the different sets of cards, and I go to the bottom to see which card. This is according to Splinter. Let's do it according to the highest price, okay? So the highest price, $4,900 for one single card, okay? $899. Some cards are much more common than others, and some are much rarer, and the rarer the card is, the more expensive it gets. And you see, there are several cards worth hundreds of dollars, and this can be really quite exciting. For example, such a card, it's possible to win it with rewards, okay? For example, in my quest, it's possible that I could win a card worth $95. Well, the chances are slightly small, but it's possible. And if you look at the top, the cheapest card is 2 cents, and actually I could also burn this card and get DEC tokens for it. Let me not go too much into the details. So selling the cards that you win, or combining it, making them more powerful, is another possibility to earn money. The third possibility is to play tournaments. So for example, here we have a tournament that you can win Steam. Steam is the currency of the Steam engine, or you can even win DEC. Here, the first place gives you 1,500 DECs, $1.5, which is not bad either. Okay, and even the 32nd earns 240 DECs, and the entry is free, and you can play about 3-4 tournaments a day. So this is also an income source, and you can check, for example, here 1,605 US dollar. This is probably another token. This is quite interesting. Upcoming prize money $2,957. Total award at $43,541. This is quite interesting, isn't it? So these are just another way that you can earn money with Splinterlands, and I'll show you something more. When you have a good deck and developed, if you decide to invest money into the cards, another thing is to just hold these cards and wait till their price increases. The concept of the game is so nice that I think more and more people will join the game, and since the quantity of cards is limited, and that to be able to increase the level of your cards you have to put the cards together, actually the number of cards is reduced automatically. So if you hold a card, a quality card, it tends to increase in price. And if you have a good card, you have the possibility to rent your cards. Here is Peak Monsters. It's a site, independent site that is working together with Steam Monsters, and I have some cards for rent. Now I removed some. I have some cards that I'm not using that are rented out, and for example this card I rented it out 8 days ago. It gives me a daily fee of 1.2 cents, which is not that much, but I have several cards, and together I have 18 cents income daily. At the moment I stopped most of my renting contracts because I want to increase my ranking, and this is like a passive income. I haven't to do anything at all. I can rent out my cards, they stay mine, but another person can play with them, and every day they use it they pay me like the rental fee. And here is the fees that I got. These within 24 hours I got all in Steam, and Steam can be exchanged into bitcoins in any currency that you want. So this is another source of income. At the moment I have a deck value of where am I? Here, of $1,038, which is not bad, keeping in mind that I invested maybe 500, so I doubled the value of my money. And there is also quite a lot of money that I withdrew from the game and I used to power up my Steam account. So it's really interesting, and I think it's still early in the game, and it's still a good moment to join and to profit from the evolution of the game. Okay, I can't give any guarantee about that. If you want to know how you can exchange your DEC tokens, there is a DEX, decentralized exchange, that is actually run by the same people that are running Splinterlands. And here you have your DEC tokens, and there is a market for it here. And it's very easy to buy and sell these DEC tokens. There is a lot of movements on these tokens, as you see, and the spread is very small. The fees are very small as well, and you can put and withdraw your Steam very easily. The good thing is, if you wonder how to get a Steam account and so on, when you open an account with Splinterlands, you get automatically a free Steam account, so you don't have to do anything. And for Steam, you need, like with EOS, you need some resource credits. And when you play the game a lot, Splinterland delegates you some Steam power, so that you can continue to play. But you can also use this account to interact on Steam platforms, Steemit or Steampeak or whatever, and profit from the whole ecosystem of the Steam world. So I think that it's really worth to join this game. So it's not free to join, and this is sometimes what people regret, but it's also good because like that people don't create 65 different accounts. You have to make a one-time payment of $10 to buy a starter pack. Okay, you can use US dollar, paying with PayPal. So this is one of the only ways I know where you can use PayPal to get cryptos, because once you have your cards, you can, with the starter set, you get 30 cards that allow you to play all the splinters, and you can afterwards sell these cards on the market and get crypto instead. You can also buy this account with cryptocurrencies, and once you have that, you get an automatically a new Steam account. If you have already a Steam account, you can link it to an existing one, and this takes you 2-3 minutes. I think it's a good investment. Once you have a starter set, you can start to doing your quests. You can collect the DEC tokens. You can take part in tournaments. However, it will be quite difficult to reach a high level, and so your earnings in DEC will be limited. Therefore, you might need to invest something in new cards, but play first, learn the game, and once you are sure that you enjoy it and that you want to go further, I think it's really worth to buy some cards. Also, while playing, you get some cards that you can add to your deck and make your, let's say, gaming possibilities even bigger. Well, thanks for watching. I hope I made this game became interesting for you, and I think it's really worth to join it as soon as possible to profit before it really goes viral. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.